going on, guys? Quad here with Quad Speed, back with another video. And recently my old inkjet printer, which I've had for quite a few years, broke down on me. So I thought it was a great time to get a new one. And since these days I'm not really printing any color, I went with a monochrome printer. This is the Brother L2340DW. I know, printer names are awesome. And the main reason I got this is because it's monochrome and it's a laser printer, so it just does everything I need to and no more than that. All I needed was black and white printing at a relatively fast pace, and I didn't want the ink to dry out because that was a major problem with my old inkjet. So without further ado, let's see what's inside. So here I've laid out all the items that come with the printer. You have the printer itself, of course, and then you have a safety guide right here. You got a CD right there for people who aren't quite in 2017 yet. Right over here you have a quick start guide, and this is the starter toner that it comes with, just to get you started. It only prints about a few hundred pages, just something to get you started. Putting in the toner was relatively easy. All you have to do is pull out this top part right over here. There's two little tabs over there you can pull on. And then pull on this green tab, which takes out the cartridge holder, and this is the starter cartridge that they send you. All you want to do is just you want to make sure that it fits pretty snugly and that this wheel is locked into position. The paper loading tray is also easily accessible. It's just this drawer right here that you pull. There's not much really to see here. Other than you can just adjust these tabs based on the size of paper you have. They also have this little opening right over here. I'm pretty sure that's just to also adjust the size of your paper. And there's also this tab right over here that flips up so that the paper doesn't spill over the printer when you're printing lots of copies. Okay, I've gone ahead and set up the printer. There's multiple ways you can set it up based off of what you need. You can use the CD that came with it. You can also, there's a link on the quick setup guide to install the drivers. And if you're on your phone and you want to print from your phone, you have to install this app called iPrint and Scan. After you install that, you hit the WPS key on your router, and you also hit the Wi-Fi key right over here at the same time. And it'll, the little bar right here will tell you if it's connecting or not. It usually takes like 3 minutes-ish, and it'll print out a copy and tell you the result. It'll say right here if it's connected or connection error, and yeah, it'll print out a copy and inform you. So let's go on ahead and print a sample piece. All you're going to have to do for that is just hit this go button, and it just automatically prints a sample piece, just for you to take a look at the colors. It takes a moment, but it'll print. Here we go. So it's just your basic black and white range, nothing too special, just showing you that it can print well, print fast, and it does that really well. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this printer. I think that it's pretty easy to use. The size is pretty good. I like the size. In case you guys were wondering, these are the two types of toners that this printer supports. It's the 630 and the 660, one being standard yield and the other being high yield. I'd recommend sticking with these just because you can't really always trust third-party brands. You're better off just sticking with the company itself. It should guarantee you a good result. My biggest criticism of this printer would definitely have to be the connection process to the phones and the desktops in general. It was not an easy process for me. There was a lot of trying to install drivers, and Google Cloud Print for some reason didn't support the drivers at first. Eventually though, I messed around with the interface right over here, and although it is a small screen, the menus do pop up, and I had to mess around with that and finally got a connection right. If you guys want, I can make a separate video on that, how to connect this printer. If you want that video, just leave a comment below. Other than that, one last thing that really I did not like about it was that the USB connection process. You'd think that they make it a USB 2.0 or 3.0 connection, but it's actually a USB Type B cable. I can point out to that in the back of the printer. So you'll see right here that the printer does not use a standard USB cable, the regular flat ones that everybody uses. It's the USB Type B connection, which it's hard to, I don't know of anybody who has that cable, so you're going to have to buy that on your own separately if you want to connect to the USB. I just think that they could have easily gone with the regular USB 2.0 cable. That's just an unnecessary drawback and hassle in my opinion. This printer does also support Amazon Dash support, so if you ever find yourself running out of ink quite frequently, you can just hit the Dash button and they'll ship a refill to you immediately. So that's pretty convenient and intuitive that they put that into the printer. So overall, I would recommend this printer. It's pretty good value for what it does. It takes care of all my needs. Again, just the connection part would be the best part for it to improve on, especially the phone connection in general. But other than that, I can't have too many complaints on it. And it looks like it's printing one last thing over here. Let's see what it is.